Grenfell, with its doors opened. For the first time since the fire, the base of the tower can be seen. Survivors and bereaved haven't been so close to the tragedy since the 14th of June, 5 years ago. Gathered here to remember the 72 lives lost. Among the mourners, Prince William and Kate. The focus of this service, the children who died.
On the 14th of June 2017, our childhood was stolen from us and the world became a very different place.
This day of reflection started at midnight, the tower turning green at the hour the first 999 call was made 5 years ago. At Westminster Abbey, a mainly Christian service to remember the 72 people who died. But some bereaved family members refused to enter, saying the seating capacity was too limited and it wasn't broadcast live.
Basically, we're not going, we won't go and attend. This is our day for the remembering of our family, our loved ones, the angels, that we should have never lost.
This afternoon at Westfield, shoppers stopped and remembered a 72-second pause, one for each person who died.
By the time I escaped, everyone that passed in that tower was already dead.
Natasha Elcock is both a Grenfell survivor and bereaved. She lost her uncle Stephen Power in the fire and was one of the last to be rescued alive from the tower.
Knowing that piece of information makes me feel extremely lucky, but extremely sad at the same time, because I could have been, we could have been, my family could have been in that number.
Having escaped Grenfell, are you surprised how little has changed to make people safe?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the fact that 5 years on, we're still sitting here today with multiple buildings across the country wrapped in the same flammable building, despite many promises to do something about it, is absolutely disgusting.
Who do you blame? Do you blame the government?
Oh, absolutely, because that's the part of getting to 5 years and still talking about the issue. That means nothing's been done over 5 years. And 5 years is a long time. It was a waste of life. Accidents happen, but this wasn't an accident. This wasn't an accident. It could have been prevented. If people had been listened to before the fire, then we might not be sitting here today talking about it.
At Westminster Abbey, we put this to the Housing Minister, Lord Greenhalgh.
There's still so much cladding on buildings. Aren't you embarrassed to be here?
Well, I'm doing my best to make sure that we get as much of this unsafe cladding removed as possible. And we've done it through...
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, well, there's more to work to be done. And we've got a big programme of work. We've raised £9 billion towards removing unsafe bad cladding in both medium-rise and high-rise.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, it takes a long time. It's 30 years of buildings being built in the wrong way. It does take a while to build that, longer than 5 years, unfortunately. But we'll do all our very best. Thank you very much, Rex.
The names of the children who died in the tower were read out, with balloons released into the air, past the tower that took their lives. But here the wait for justice continues, 5 years on. Rags Martel, ITV News, Grenfell Tower.